Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm recording back to back, as you can see. I want to speak on a couple of things or one item that I probably should have shared a long time ago, but I'm just looking at my list of things to share and let's go. So in the book of Genesis, it talks about God's work in putting in place creation. And there's that step by step, building of creation. I need to put in place the water. I need to put in place the earth. And then I need animals in the earth. And then I need some animals in the water. And then I need to put in place a structure where there will be day and night. So I need to separate the sun from the night. I need to separate the night from the day. And then I need to also decide whether these animals are going to be in the water, how they're going to be outside the water. And then I need to also think about, what are they going to be eating? Are they going to be mammals? Are they going to be carnivores? And then I need to think about how they will navigate. How will there be a separation of the ocean and the earth? As I was thinking about this other day, I was like, oh my gosh, there is so much. I would have just been, if I was God, I'll be like, okay, I'm creating the heaven and the earth and water, non-water place, water place, animals. But I probably wouldn't have gone to the detail of, these animals need to eat like this. These animals need to navigate like this. This is going to be animals' purpose. So the Bible, the book of Genesis, especially in the beginning chapter, just shows us about the thinking, the thoroughness of God in putting in place creation and the accuracy, because you're not only just reading about it, you actually look at it and you're like, oh, he did that. He did that. God did that. God did the ocean. The ocean that I don't know where it starts and where it finishes, right? The animals that I don't know that they're not supposed to be eating humans, but they're supposed to be eating plants. So it made me realize how, man, God is big. And I think I've shared this before. When you read the Bible, and especially it touches on God like trying to remind us, like in the book of Job, he tried to remind Job after Job is like, what, like, God, like, why is this happening to me? And he's like, towards the end of the book of Job, he's like, dude, where were you when I created the oceans? Do you know where the ocean starts and do you know where the ocean ends? He just starts telling him and asking him rhetorical questions. And in my head, I'm like, I wasn't around. Job, I'm sure Job wasn't around. And I just want to encourage someone who thinks God can't do whatever you are trusting him for. He can't move mountains for you. God is a God of creation. I know me just saying that, you're thinking, okay, Slee. Now, let's talk about what's actually in creation, okay? God is responsible for the very created thing that you are trusting him for. And if your faith has gone sideways and you're like, I am not seeing this happening, God can literally shift things in your favor, because that's his creation. He created that person. He created that roadway. He created the materials and the logistics and the intellectual property on how things come to be. So I want you to understand who you are praying to. I need you to understand who is this creator that you are talking about. Sometimes we worship the created things, but please don't get it twisted. We need to be worshiping the creator. Once I realized this in my just reading the Bible, I was like, nobody has ever actually taken like a stab on, I did creation. In any of the books that I've written, or people who believe in other things or other religions, no one has ever claimed creation and gotten to a point of actually accurately saying, I did that and this is how it was done. Like how would you have known unless you were God, for you to actually take up that authority and that claim that's me. The sea, me. The animals, me. Dry land, water, me. And I think when you look at the book of Job is one of my best, actually, guys. I know I've said this is one of my favorite books. But the Bible, just read your Bible. You'll find that the Bible is actually just a beautiful, beautiful book. And it's a supernatural book. So God is challenging Job. And then towards the end, Job is like, hey, well, God, yes, I used to hear about you. I used to hear about you. But you know what? I didn't know you. I actually didn't know you. And that's when it's almost like it dawned on him. Yazi lo muntu, I didn't know him. Kanti this is all you. Ngiyabonga. And I think if you are probably not clear about your walk as a Christian, and you grew up as a Christian, or you are part of a specific denomination, and you're feeling like, where is God? Who is this God? Study the book of Genesis, especially in the early chapters, and then look at God's claims of his creation alongside the book of Job. And even in the Psalms, when David expands in poetry about how expansive God is. I don't even know if I go to my house, you are there. If I go there, you are there. Lord, you are literally everywhere. And you'll realize just how big. And you might have said that I know you. Yeah, I heard about him. I heard about God. Yeah, I heard about Jesus too. But do you actually know him? So my challenge to you is to start reading your Bible. If you don't have a choice and you are struggling to understand your why, you need to open that book like your life dependent on it, because it does. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye. Stop recording.